Boom, fireball. And I think that's it. I think we're live. So, yeah, I was going to get this party started a little bit earlier in the evening, but it took a lot longer. Whoa. Shut that up. Sorry about that. So, yeah, a lot of technical issues, despite the fact I've done this streaming thing a few times before. Brand new setup and a different little spot in the house, and yeah, everything didn't want to work at first. So, my name is Jamie Chambers. I am a tabletop game designer, or at least I have done plenty of stuff back in the day, including official D&D 3.5 material back in the day. So we're going all the way back to the early 2000s. And that's when this game came out, The Temple of Elemental Evil, in 2003, based on the megadungeon, written or co-written at least by Gary Gygax. And this is a hole in my gaming history. I never played the classic adventure module. I never did Village of Hamlet, even though I was familiar with it. Never owned a copy of Temple of Elemental Evil. So this is a kind of a hole in my classic gaming history, and I thought it would be fun to recreate some of my old, very dead D&D characters from back in the day and run them through this thing. So I'll be setting up a streaming schedule, figuring out when I'll be doing this, but the idea is I will play through this entire adventure. And what I already did, because I did not want to force anyone to watch me go through the not at all entertaining part of creating characters, would be to go ahead and take care of all that. So I actually, and I did a little bit of kind of dress rehearsal, so I wouldn't fumble around with the controls too much in front of you guys. See you, James McGuire with us. Hey, James. Alright, so let's get this party started is what we're talking about here. So let's see where I was at with these guys. So, oh no, this is not the right save game at all. Wrong. That was way old. You know what? I lied. I lied completely about all of this. So, what we're going to do actually instead is load a new game. And I'll go ahead and build my party now. Just so you know, for anybody who is some kind of hardcore purist of this game, I am running two fan-made mods to this. One is the Circle of 8 mod pack, and the other is a thing called Temple Plus, which adds a bunch of options. And one of the things I wanted to be able to do is, instead of, like, this original game had you create a core party and then you'd recruit NPCs, I said the hell of that. I wanted to have 8 of my own characters. I'm going to ignore all NPCs as far as, like, adding to the party. I just want to put my characters through this. And if you actually go to my website, jamiechambers.net, I kind of go over who these characters are. I'll talk about it a little bit as we go. But these are all characters, you know, reincarnations of guys I played going all the way back to 1982. So let's rebuild our party kind of in order of how I want them in formation. So we'll have our Paladin will be here first. So Alexander Swordwraith, and then our Fighter Gabriel. Then our Monk Brother Gruck. Yes, and then we'll go our Cleric Gregor. Our Druid Green Pea. Rogue Garen, our Archer, and finally our Wizard. So, all that, I got 8 of my guys. So this will put us into kind of a starting area where we'll have to equip them and get all that going. Shop map. Welcome to the Temple of Elemental. Welcome to the Temple of Elemental Evil shop map. Here you will purchase your starting equipment, rest, memorize spells, and prepare for your adventure. In the rooms beyond are 5 shops. Each shop can be accessed via large chests located in the respective areas. First, directly before you, is a shop for magical scrolls of all kind. Second, ahead and to your right is a shop for basic supplies such as thieves' tools, bardic instruments, and potions. Third, on the left side of the large central chamber beyond, is a shop with a wide selection of weapons. Fourth, on the right side of the larger central chamber beyond is a shop with a wide selection of armor. Okay, good to know. Fifth and last, beyond the central chamber, is a shop with a wide selection of clothing. If you'd like to simply be equipped with standard starting gear for your respective classes, you may attain such equipment from the chest here in the vestibule. After you have purchased all of your equipment, you may retire to the second floor via the stairway in the rear. There you'll find accommodations in which to rest, memorize spells, and finalize your plans. When you are ready to begin your adventure, return to this antechamber and exit the shop map via the adjacent Temple of Elemental Evil... Why can I not say it tonight? Temple of Elemental Evil game portal. Okay. Yeah, James, one of the reasons I thought this is kind of a fun choice for me, because like this is not like this universally beloved game. But what it has going for it, according to its biggest fans, is really good tactical combat that is the most faithful to the D&D 3.5 rules set out there. Alright, so the way I understand, so this is the standard equipment chest. It says get standard starting equipment. Does that take my gold though? Like, what do I have on me, like, right now? Okay, my characters are completely naked, except for brown farmer's garb, alright? But they do have cash. So everybody has 114 platinum plus some gold and silver and copper, alright? So, yeah, forget starting equipment. Let's, so it's weapons, armor, clothing, and lots of choices for clothing. So, let's face it, weapons will be the first place we go. Contents. And looky here. There we go, glaive. That is Gabriel's primary weapon of choice. Which, oh, they already gave him one. That's right, because I think you get one if you take weapon focus as a feat, which I did for him. So Gabriel is all decked out as far as glaives go. Is there anything else in here that I would care about for him? You know, having a dagger doesn't suck. It certainly doesn't cost much, so yeah, he'll have a dagger. This will be the super exciting equip the characters phase of the process. Let's see. I don't want to see some of the bows here. So Savrak needs a... Okay, Savrak's already good on bows. However, we do want a nice quiver of arrows. Lots of arrows for him. This is 200. How much was that again? 7 copper pieces each. Okay. Let's be reasonable. We'll get 4 dozen arrows on top of what he's already got. Or 50, because the slider is obnoxious. Damn it. Okay. That's another thing. I miss modern gaming controls that aren't this sticky and stupid. Alright, fine. I don't even care anymore. Alright, I've got 74 arrows. Alright, this is the part I want. I must have written over the save game where I'd already equipped everybody and you didn't have to watch this boring part, but alright, let's quickly go over what else. We got range weapons for various people here. And there are, of course, there's another weapons chest over here that probably has the stuff I'm looking for. Aha! Your standard longsword. So that is what Mr. Paladin here wants. Daryl's already got his primary weapon. Brother Gruck. His fists are his weapon, however, we're going to give him a staff. And it's weird, like, cosmetically, I guess they're different in case you have... We'll give Gruck this staff. On a Saturday night when the least number of people are going to watch when I go through the most boring part of the game. Alright, Gregor. He is going to need a mace or a hammer of some kind. Heavy mace, too. Morningstar. Standard light mace. 6. Is that yeah, very nice. No problem. Sweet Pea has already got a scimitar. And we're not doing ranged on this one, are we? We'll give her a sling with the other chest, but for now she's alright. As a rogue, Garen here is going to have a short sword in one hand and a dagger in the other. And, well, he will when he goes to the other chest. This is definitely one way to do things. Alright. Dagger in the other. There we go. Who do we need to equip here? So let's see. We need a ranged weapon. Wizard here. Crossbow, please. And you'll need some ammo. And we will heal. A few dozen of that. Sorry, his bow and arrow. He'll need a hand-to-hand weapon for when he needs to switch out. You're going to need a ranged weapon, which is over in the... Do I want him on a crossbow, or do I want him with a short bow? Which I think I like Garen better with a short bow. And then quiver of arrows. Also give you several dozen arrows to start with. Alright, what do you got in the way of... Aha, sling. The druid needs a sling, she's gonna need some ammo. Don't need that much ammo. This part of the screen open, so that's where my face is going to be for you guys when you're watching. Alright. Range Grug. shields. Oh, I thought he could have darts. Never mind, that was dumb. Fine, give it to Garrett. Alright, everybody, let's check your basic weapons. I said Garrett. Alright, wizard needs a knife. You're gonna need a short sword. That's the other one. His stuff. Yeah, you can see how organized I was doing this. She has her sling, she has her scimitar. Gregor has a mace. Stuff. He's got a glaive and a knife, and you've got your long sword. Okay. Everybody's got their like primary weapons. Let us just get Savrak his short sword real quick. That. And now, of course, armor. Oh, jeez. Did I say Saturday night earlier? I'll show you where I'm at. Alright, look at like they give different styles and colors of the armor so you can kind of make sure your characters look different enough here on the board. So let's see. Let's just go over our needs here. What do we got? Still, Sword Wraith here has still got 100 platinum, so I can afford quite a bit. A silver breastplate, fine chainmail, scale mail, chain shirt. Fine chainmail, plus 40. And what is the cost? Oh, 284 gold pieces, but I mean, I can afford it. I want to wear that, thanks. And suddenly have an armor class that isn't too embarrassing. And guess what? We also want shields. He wants a nice, large steel shield. This is kind of shiny mirror likewise. Kind of him. Boom. So now he's got a shield. Alright, so that's pretty good for you for armor. Gabriel, buddy. He's the more the rough. He's kind of our basic tanky fighter. Can't afford quite as much at the moment. Black breastplate. That's actually not bad for what Gabriel's going for at the moment. Pops him up to a good AC 18. Nice. Gruck is a monk. He does not do the armor thing. Currently wearing his brown farmer's garb. Our cleric needs something. A nice, well-armored cleric, I always say. This is red chainmail. Plain chainmail. Or red chainmail. The same price. This is red, so give it to the cleric. Cleric also can have a shield. this spell failure thing. So, a small steel shield, small wooden shield. Spell failure. I hate spell failure. But wait, this is a cleric we're talking about, so... Well, you know what? The hell with it. We're gonna go with a small steel shield for now. Okay, for the cleric. Our druid needs some nice leather armor. Tan leather armor it is. She's wielding a scimitar two-handed because she's a little girl. Alright, green pea. Anything else in the way of protection? You're good. Garen, he needs some black leather armor. Duh. Excellent. He is definitely not getting a shield of any kind, and you, my friend, need something. How about... 6 plus max speed. Not enough money. Okay, he's not doing so well in cash. However, I can't afford leather scale, studded leather, hide, scale. Not enough money for that, but I can't afford. Well, he wants to multi-class and do some things, so he's actually going to just go for gray leather for the moment. Yeah, this is Temple of Elemental Evil. Hey, guys. Yeah, I mean, actually, Scott, you are correct. I'm thinking of arcane magic. One of the problems with me is that even though I'm, am familiar with D&D 3.5, like, by a lot, I've got, like, different versions of the game swimming around in my head since 1982. And, I've been, I have played and written for 5th edition related stuff most recently, so, like, it's going to take me a while to catch back up. Alright. Where were we? I was armoring Savrak here. Okay, it's gray leather armor. No armor for our wizard. Okay. And what is in the other armor chest? Or was that the one I opened? That was the one I opened. Whoops. I meant that one. With swords. Doing really good at this. Let's try again. Ah, here we go. Helmets. Cool headgear. Alright, well. Let's see. Gabriel was kind of a bandit barbarian guy. Let's give him a barbarian helm. And Prince Snooty here. He is a paladin, so one of these plumed helms would go good, but I think, if I remember correctly, that there was some, there was something even better for him we could do. Oh wow, look at these fancy gloves and stuff. And we got fancy boots. This is mostly, like, I guess, more decorative. I don't really need much of it other than maybe some headgear for a few characters. Yeah, I can do cash from one character to another. I may do that. This is just like I said. I feel bad. I originally had a save game where I'd already done all of this, and somehow it must have gotten written over. So there's like I didn't want you guys to endure me, you know, having to go through the chests and equip the characters and swap cash room because that's really not the interesting part of the game. Road. All right, he is. Doesn't need any of that stuff. That's for sure. All right. So hell of that. So we're mostly okay in weapons and armor. Some clothing. Through. Everybody looks cool, I guess. Brown leather gloves. Boots. Alright, so what do we got here? Oh, monk boots. Well, that makes sense for Brother Druck here. Get you some monk boots, buddy. Buccaneer boots. We have boots of all the different colors. Look at white leather boots. Alright, so Winston here. He go and get the white boots. So Rock is going to get the boots. Black leather boots are the only way to go for our rogue here. Over here for green pea, naturally. Cleric. He is into red for some reason, so. I have to find some footwear here. Gloves, but you know, why not? I guess Garen will take those pair of black gloves. And hey, Sarah, nice to see you. I'm doing the most boring part of this game, so I can actually jump in and actually do something interesting in a few minutes. Decking out the gang here. Let's see. Rook doesn't need much of anything. Gabriel, you need some combat boots. That's what you're all about. And then, of course, fine leather boots only for His Majesty here. Okay. Is that chest? This one? Here's the garb, but the garb, okay, garb was useless because that's the armor literally replaces it. Everybody's, I guess, Gruck here is wearing not the best garb. Red villager garb, red noble garb. We're into hats and stuff. Okay. I'm not feeling any of this for Gruck. He's a monk. He doesn't care. However, alright, so what are we looking at? So we got garb. Corset. I don't think anybody's going for that, but we do need... Okay. Clearly, Winston, the original Winston was actually a character I made in 1982 when I was 7 years old. Didn't know what I was doing, and the only wizard models I had in my head were things like Merlin and Gandalf, so I assumed all wizards were old men. So my first level... you know, magic user was like an old geezer wearing a pointy hat. So, to honor him, he will also have a white wizard's hat, which goes great with his white wizard's boot. And he will definitely be needing some, I think robes are going to be in the other one, maybe? Aha! Let's see. White wizard robes, yeah. Here you go, Winston. This is for you. Poof. Oh, wait. That goes there, that's right. So you are going to need some... Okay. So you do need garb. This is so just odd the way they do this, and I literally feel kind of silly dressing my characters up, but... Gray garb. Alright. That's that. See what we're looking at here again for the clothes. Maybe else. Okay, so here's we also have pink misted garb. Wow. We have coats and cloaks. Alright. So you're already covered there. We got to have a green cloak for Sovrak. That's literally like his signature look. Garen, of course, there's only one choice when you are him, that is the black cloak. And here, Green Pea is also all about the green stuff. We've already identified him as a junkie for things that are red, so we go there, makes him a little more identifiable. Gruck here, what do we got? Kilt. I kind of love Gruck in a kilt. What do you think? So, poof. Now he's got a big, weird-looking kilt on. That's amazing. Alright. Anything else we need? Okay, so we have a nice, orange cloak. Wow. Fur cloak for Gabriel, naturally. Finally, for our Mr. Snooty Pants Paladin here, he will have a blue cape to show everybody how amazing he is. Alright, let me just double check the other ones again. Oh, headdress. Oh, we got some. Gruck, of course, is going to have to wear a funky-looking hat. Because he just kind of has to, you know? Gruck is going to be a weird-looking kilt-wearing dude. Alright. More stuff here that I care about. I don't think so. Okay, not in this chest. Lastly, over here, one more peek in here. This was all just like gloves and boots. Alright, so that's that. I'm gonna go back over here one more time and browse the armor. That was all shields and coats of armor. This was this kind of weird headgear and mailed stuff. That. There's the two weapons chests. Alright, so then here we have scrolls, supplies, whatever that means. Let's look at supplies. Supplies. Okay, so we have thieves' tools, which I'm pretty sure Garen here does not have. Wait, what's that, Garen? Here, Garen, you do not have thieves' tools. Let us rectify this. You now have thieves' tools. You're gonna need those. Don't need any bard stuff. Huh, okay, so... circlet. Here we got potions. Alright, well, we're going to be looking into that in a few, but hang on. Healer's kit. Those give like proficiency bonuses, but those are we're getting into expensive stuff here. Huh. Alright, Prince Swordwraith. Can you afford a crown? Nope, can't afford a crown. But you could afford a circlet, or a simple circlet. For your majesty. Alright, fine. To show that you're a fancy boy. Alright, so we got some potions in there if we can afford them. And then there is scrolls. Right here. Lots of scrolls. Nothing too crazy, but I'm also running low on cash for most of my characters, so let's see. Getting a few heal potions would not run amiss. So let's start here. Alright, so these potions cost 71 gold pieces. Which at this point is beyond just about, yeah, it is just about everybody. So that's pretty much it for what I'm going to be able to do. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Got my gear. Now we're going to actually select over here, and we can take our fine group upstairs. And now let's check out what we're doing here in the magic spells department. Alright, so let's go over who we've got right now. So here is our mighty crew. Starting here with Alexander Swordwraith, Prince of Aranwave from the Birthright setting. He is a first level paladin, so he got no spells. Gabriel's a fighter, he got no spells. Monk, rogue. Here we go. So I'm gonna dump whatever they've got just so I can pick for myself. So the ability to I want her to, let's see, virtue resistance, guidance magic, so cure minor wounds pops up by 1 hit point. Let's see, so I think having detect magic and be able to read magic if we get scrolls or such would be good. One more. Flare, why not? Alright. And like I said, I see her as one who likes to call animals, so we're definitely going to do a summon nature's ally. And why not? Let's try and tangle. We'll save cures for someone else. Meaning Gregor. Gregor here also. Now, he definitely is our battlefield healer. Bestow 1 whole temporary hit point on somebody. Resist. I mean, these cantrips are almost useless. Guidance gives you a +1. Inflict minor. Literally inflict a point of damage. It's a touch spell though. So we do resistance, virtue, and cure minor wounds for now. Alright, Sweet Pea, we've already got you. So yeah, we already got Sweet Pea. The Sovereign's not going to have anything until he becomes a magic user, and finally... Actually, that's not too terrible a loadout, because I've already got... It's a Ray of Frost. Days, open, close. Magic Missile and Burning Hands. You know what? Good enough. I'll say we'll start with that. Why not? And then now, we shall rest. We shall rest, and then, because I don't know what time it is, we're going to say rest until morning, so we want to enter the village of Hamlet not in the middle of the night. Save now. We have new spells. And let's actually get this game started, you guys. Huzzah! Okay, I guess I gotta take a peek down here first. The standard equipment chest. Again adventuring, at last.
10 years ago, in the year 569, the dark forces of the Temple of Elemental Evil rose up to face the united armies of Voluna and Furyandi.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Crap, it looks like the capture card has somehow pooped out. That's not good, you guys. Hang on. Alright, so I'm actually going to I'm going to kill the stream for a minute and try to fix this. Hopefully you guys will want to rejoin me here.